starting February 28, India mandated that messaging apps, WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal, must bind their services to the physical SIM card sitting inside your phone. What does that mean for you? If you use WhatsApp web on your laptop, you'll be logged out every 6 hours. If you remove your SIM, travel abroad without it, your app stops working. The government says it's a national security necessity. Big Tech says it's unconstitutional, and nobody quite knows yet whether it will actually work. I'm Vrinda Tulsian, and you're watching The Print. Here's everything you need to know. On November 28 last year, the Department of Telecommunications (DOT) issued a directive. Most of India's 900 million internet users missed it entirely. The rule: messaging app, WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal, Snapchat must now bind their services to the physical SIM card in your primary phone. The deadline was February 28. It has passed. The mandate is now in force. Here's what that actually means. Right now, when you install WhatsApp on a new phone, you get an OTP. You verify your number, and that's it. You can then remove your SIM, travel abroad, log in from your laptop. WhatsApp keeps working. The app doesn't check whether your SIM is still in the device. SIM binding changes that. The app must continuously verify that the original government KYC verified SIM card is present and active. If the SIM is removed or deactivated, service stops. And for WhatsApp web on your laptop or Telegram on your tablet, where a SIM check is physically impossible, sessions must automatically log out after every 6 hours. After that, you reconnect only by scanning a QR code on your phone. So, why is the government doing this? In one word, fraud. In a status report filed before the Supreme Court on February 9, DOT laid out exactly how digital arrest scams work technically. A criminal sitting outside India, say in Myanmar or Cambodia, obtains an OTP on an Indian phone number, activates a WhatsApp account, and then operates it from abroad indefinitely. To the victim, it looks like the call is coming from within India. Long lived web sessions make this worse. Once authenticated, a session stays active without the SIM. Scammers in foreign compounds can run uninterrupted video calls with this, and this is DOT's phrase: extremely low traceability. Now, the numbers. In 2022, nearly 40,000 cases of digital arrest scams and related cybercrimes were reported on India's National Cybercrime Reporting Portal. Losses of rupees 91 crore. By 2024, cases had tripled to over 1.23 lakh, and the money lost had surged 21 times to rupees 1935 crores. The Supreme Court bench, led by CJI Suryakant on February 9, called the siphoning of 54,000 crores through digital arrest, and I'm quoting, nothing short of robbery or dacoity. Communications Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia has also put it bluntly. There are some issues which are national security issues and some which are revenue implication issues. On national security issues, there can be no compromise. But Big Tech has a very different view. 5 days before the deadline, the Broadband India Forum, which represents Meta, Google, and other major platforms, wrote to the DOT Secretary Amit Agarwal, attached a senior counsel's legal opinion. The verdict, the SIM binding direction, is, quote, ultra vires, the parent legislation, and unconstitutional. The legal argument is specific. The industry body says that when WhatsApp uses your phone number to verify your account, that's an application level function. It's categorically different from a telecom operator providing connectivity. Therefore, DOT has no legal authority to regulate it under the Telecommunications Act of 2023. In plain English, the body is saying that we are an app, not a telecom service. You can't regulate us like one. The government's position: the rules were framed after public consultation. Security overrides jurisdictional debates. Here's where it gets complicated, even for those who support the intent of the rule. Shobis Chandra, a lawyer specializing in tech and data protection at Khaitan, acknowledges the security objective, but flags the implementation challenge. India is one of the first places to attempt this at such a scale, he says. We don't know yet whether it will work or create additional user experience issues. Think about your own workflow. WhatsApp web open on your office laptop, a 6 hour logout every day, multiple times. And what about travel? What happens when you're abroad and switch to a local SIM? or when you are on Wi Fi without an active SIM? These questions, he says, remain unanswered. Garg, a tech policy lawyer, goes further. He argues that there's no robust fraud risk assessment showing SIM binding will actually curb fraud meaningfully. Fraudsters are increasingly leveraging AI driven tools, and in several cases, scams originate from foreign SIMs. In such scenarios, SIM binding may have limited impact. There's also a migration risk. If WhatsApp and Telegram become too friction heavy, users may shift to platforms that don't require phone numbers at all, platforms with full anonymity. That, he argues, could make fraud easier, not harder. So, where does this leave us? The mandate is enforced. Companies must file compliance reports by March 28. The legal challenge is live, and the technology at this scale is untested. The government is trying to close a real loophole, one that has cost Indians thousands of crores and caused genuine psychological trauma. That intent is not in question. But a policy built to stop scammers who have already moved to AI tools and foreign SIMs may be solving yesterday's problem while adding friction for hundreds of millions of legitimate users today. The next few weeks, compliance reports, potential court challenges, and industry negotiations will tell us whether SIM binding becomes a genuine security upgrade or just the most disruptive features platforms never agreed to build.